Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Cuando vas a JCPenney a comprarle un regalo a papá con tu cupón de 20% extra, no solo le estás comprando un regalo a papá con 20% extra, le estás demostrando que su esfuerzo como papá valió la pena. La prueba está en el recibo. Sí, es JCPenney. Cupón válido hasta el 15 de junio en selección de estilos. Aplican algunas exclusiones. Detalles en la tienda o jcp.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to The Deep Dive.
It's great to be back.
So today, we're diving into something kind of different.
Yeah.
It's not a specific event, but rather a collection of weather-related internet searches.
Interesting.
So think of it this way. These search terms are like a digital fingerprint.
Okay.
Revealing what weather events and concerns were top of mind for people.
Like a real-time pulse of public anxiety.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to analyze these searches to understand not just what people were searching for, but where.
Got it. So geographically mapping out those weather worries?
Right. And the first thing that really jumps out at you when you look at this data is the way certain locations are just like plastered all over these really intense weather terms. It's not just, check the forecast.
Right.
It's tornado warning, flash flood, very urgent specific stuff.
So let's zoom in on some of those hot spots. What about Lake City, Arkansas?
Oh, Lake City. Well, that's a cluster of tornado warning, Tornado, Arkansas.
Wow.
Even super specific, like Lake City, AR. Lake City, Arkansas tornado.
Oh, my goodness.
Lake City tornado. I mean, the sheer volume there tells you something major was happening. Either a significant tornado event or an imminent threat that had everyone on edge.
That level of hyper-local search activity is really telling. It's a community looking for answers in a hurry.
Absolutely. Now, what about Nashville, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Similar, kind of broader story.
Okay.
You've got tons of tornado searches. Tornado Nashville, tornado near me, tornado outbreak, tornadoes today. But then you also see Nashville flooding mixed in.
So a two-pronged weather threat?
Right. It seems like Nashville was dealing with a lot at once.
Potentially facing tornadoes and flooding simultaneously. That's a scary situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Then there's St. Louis, Missouri. It's a bit different. We see some general searches like weather St. Louis.
Right.
But then this huge spike in tornado warning St. Louis.
Yeah.
And searches for weather radar.
So definitely heightened concern about tornadoes.
Yeah, like the city was on high alert, closely watching radar for any sign of trouble.
That radar focus is interesting. It suggests people were trying to visually confirm the threat themselves.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We also see Monette, Arkansas, just kind of hanging out there, which, given the broader picture, probably relates back to those Arkansas tornado fears.
Likely caught up in that same weather system.
And then there's a direct search for tornado Little Rock.
Okay.
Further solidifying Arkansas as like the epicenter of tornado anxiety at that time.
The geographic concentration of those location-specific searches really tells a story, doesn't it?
It does, and it's not just about specific places. We also see a ton of broader weather terms dominating the searches.
Gotcha.
Flash flood warning, tornado watch, tornado warning, just general tornadoes. Shows you that even beyond those direct impact zones, there was this widespread awareness and concern about severe weather across a much larger region.
And what's interesting is where people were turning for information. Lots of searches for the Weather Channel, even specific local news stations. It's a reminder of the trusted sources we rely on in those moments.
Absolutely. And you also see searches for SPC, Storm Prediction Center.
Okay.
So people were definitely looking for official forecasts and updates too.
It's seeking out those authoritative sources for confirmation.
Right. And some of these search phrases, they just like grab you.
Really?
Where is the tornado now? Tornado near me. Is there a tornado warning near me?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's pure urgency. People in a very real, immediate situation, needing information fast, potentially life-saving information.
It really puts you in their shoes, doesn't it? That sense of fear and needing to know what's happening right now.
Totally. And then finally, we see a sprinkling of other locations. You've got weather, Louisville, KY, weather, Columbus, Ohio, Fort Wayne weather, even weather, Charlotte, NC, and weather, Lebanon, TN.
So a wider geographic spread?
Right. This could be the outer edges of that big weather system we were talking about.
Makes sense.
We're just, normal weather curiosity.
Right.
People checking their local forecasts.
Those more scattered searches might just reflect typical weather information needs in those areas.
Yeah, exactly. So what does all of this tell us? It paints a pretty clear picture, doesn't it?
It does.
A period of significant tornado activity, likely some flooding, hitting Arkansas and Tennessee pretty hard.
Yeah.
And these weren't just isolated incidents. Those specific location searches, that volume.
Right.
It tells you that whole communities were directly facing these events.
The intensity of those searches really underscores the impact on those communities.
It does. And then you step back, and it makes you think about this collective digital footprint.
Yeah.
This mass movement of people online, all seeking safety and information in the face of these powerful, potentially dangerous weather events.
It's a fascinating glimpse into how we as a society respond to those forces of nature.
Exactly. And it raises a big question, doesn't it? How does this constant access to information, this need to know everything right now, how does it affect our understanding of risk, our relationship with a planet that, can be pretty unpredictable?
That's a really thought-provoking question. It really makes you consider how our relationship with the environment and our dependence on information are intertwined, especially during times of crisis.
It's a whole new layer to how we experience weather in the digital age.
Absolutely. Food for thought, for sure.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time.
See you then.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost?
While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit SCEducationLottery.com.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No